Hello everyone, Cyberpickle Central here. Welcome back to another video. And today we are going to update my ratings for the House elections. So let's get right into it. You know how this works. So I'm not gonna explain it further. For those new, I just go from east to west and give my ratings for the competitive districts here. I obviously forgot to fill some of these in, but with that out of the way, let's go get started. So obviously up in the northeast we got Maine, uh, tilt Republican. I think it's gonna be much closer, and definitely with this environment, I think it is very possible Democrats could very well keep this race, but I still think it's too red. It's gonna stay. It's too red on the federal level. I think it's gonna flip. New Hampshire too. Likely Democrat. All right, over here, New York. Likely Republican for this Long Island district. Likely Republican in the Stefanik district. All right, but let's see here. Give me likely Democrat, lean Democrat, likely Democrat, lean Democrat for these four districts, which includes a pickup for the Democrats in New York 17. Alright, let's go down to Pennsylvania and New Jersey. I got tilt Democrat here in New Jersey 7th, and I got likely Republican in 2nd of New Jersey. Over in Pennsylvania, lean Republican in Pennsylvania 1, likely Republican in Pennsylvania 14, I believe that is. Likely Democrat in the 10th of Pennsylvania, the 7th and 8th of Pennsylvania. 7th Pennsylvania lean Democrat, 8th tilt Democrat. We're down here in Virginia and the Carolinas. I do not think South Carolina will get their map done in time for it to be used for 2026, so the Clyburn seat will stay safe Democrat unless they somehow do get the maps done before their deadline for is the first day early voting in their primary. But first, let's start with Virginia. Likely Democrat here in the 7th. Lean Democrat in the 2nd, that's a pickup, and then lean Republican here in the 1st. North Carolina. I think it's too red, but I got a tilt Republican as well. I think it's too red, but it's possible Democrats can keep it. Likely Republican in the 7th and the 3rd. Lean Republican in the 11th. Lean Republican in the 1st of South Carolina under these current lines. If it happens to be redistricted, I believe I would put it at likely Republican. Alright, the 1st of Georgia, likely Republican. Down to Florida. This is the 4th. Either 4th or 5th. This is the and I think that's actually this is the Airbnb. That's safe Democrat. That's likely Republican. Alright, let's start with the Corey Mills seat. Lean Republican. This seat right here, I believe that's the 8th. Likely Republican. The 9th, likely Republican. 11th, likely Republican. This district right here I think it's the 12th, likely Republican. Same with this new 13th, likely Republican. The 14th, tilt Republican. Same with this new district here. And for this district, I got tilt Democrat. And I got likely Republican for the new 27th. Alright, up here into the Midwest, Kentucky 6, likely Republican. Alright, now Ohio, lean Republican, likely lean Republican, likely Republican, likely Republican, likely Democrat for the 13th and the 1st, and then lean Democrat for the 9th. For Michigan, lean Democrat for the 7th, likely Democrat, lean tilt Democrat, and then lean Republican for Michigan's 4th, likely Republican in the Sparks seat, likely Democrat in the Mervyn seat, lean Democrat, likely Republican in the 8th of Wisconsin, lean Republican in the 1st of Wisconsin, likely Democrat in the 2nd, lean Republican in the 1st, likely Republican in the 8th of Minnesota. For Iowa, likely Democrat in the 2nd, lean Democrat in the 3rd. Well, this is the 1st. And then in the 2nd, lean Republican. Nebraska, likely Republican in the 1st, likely Democrat in the 2nd. In Kansas, I got the 2nd district likely Republican. Both Missouri districts here got likely Republican. In Oklahoma, likely Republican. Alabama, the 2nd, whoops. I got likely lean Republican to start. In Texas, the 9th, likely Republican. The 32nd, likely Republican. 31st, likely Republican. The 15th and the 23rd are lean Republican. The 35th, tilt Republican. Then I got likely Democrat in both the 28th and the 34th. Alright, now let's go over to the Southwest. Colorado 8th, like lean Democrat. Likely Republican, lean Republican. In the 3rd, lean Republican. 5th and 4th, likely Republican. Alright, New Mexico 2nd, likely Democrat. New Mexico 6th and 1st are lean Democrat. I'm gonna go lean Republican in Arizona 2nd. Alright, now let's move on to Nevada. Likely Republican here in the 2nd district of Nevada. Then likely Democrat elsewhere. The 1st of Montana, they got likely Republican. And by the way, Democrats have already got 218 already, the majority already. Alright, Washington 3rd. Likely Democrat. Same with Oregon 5th. Alright. Lean Democrat. Lean Democrat. Lean Democrat. Actually, likely lean. Likely in the 13th and 22nd is lean 40th. I forgot what this is now. The 48th? Lean Democrat. Likely Republican in there. In the new 40th. Then Alaska is likely Republican. Alright, 224 Democrat, 211 Republican. However, I do believe Democrats could get up to 235 if environment gets worse for Republicans. But yeah, the environment continues to get worse for Republicans. So that's my prediction. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.